What's going on, everybody? So I have been trying to catalog a lot of our video and put tags in it so that we can easily find things when we need to find it for B-roll purposes. And I happen to find something that we never posted. And it's not really normal that we don't post a dining review for any other reason than either we just didn't get enough video or we started eating, we just felt like we didn't want to do it. This review is one that didn't get posted, not because of anything in particular other than, well, I guess you're just going to have to watch it and maybe then we'll just talk about it. What's going on, everyone? We are eating at Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill here in Disney Springs. This just opened up 3 weeks ago. We were going to try to eat here when it first opened, but hopefully they have worked out a lot of the kinks, as most new restaurants have whenever they open up. So we'll see. We've already ordered our food and we've got some water to drink. It smells really good. Pizza looks fantastic.
For our appetizer, we got the tempura, shrimp, and calamari. It comes with a lemon aioli. It looks and smells really good. And the calamari is really tender. The breading is seasoned well and it's cooked really well. The breading doesn't fall off, and the aioli is really good. That lemon citrus flavor with seafood is really good. It's perfect.
Very good. It's cooked well. It's not overcooked, so it's not super hard and chewy, which is, very important when it comes to calamari and shrimp. But what's also really nice is that it's seasoned really well too. So it's not super salty, but there's enough in there that it adds just that little bit of extra seasoning, basically. This is actually, I would probably eat this without the aioli. It's just my preference. The aioli's good, but it's seasoned well enough that you don't need it. Okay, so I have got the Wolfgang Puck burger, or the WP burger. It comes with a white cheddar cheese, a garlic aioli, and a red onion marmalade. It smells really good, looks really good. I've got it medium, cooked medium, so there's should be like a nice pink center. So Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill at Disney Springs was probably the first time that we ever had the worst possible dining experience that we could ever have. Now, I know that that little clip of the dining review really didn't show that, but that was because I think we were just so thrown for a loop that it totally threw us off our game. Here's a little background of how we normally do our dining reviews. So normally we try to get in there right away before the restaurant opens because we want to try and get some video of it kind of empty. It just makes for a little bit better than people running all over the place or things like that. That kind of wasn't the case, but I did go in, I tried to shoot some video beforehand, and I even actually spoke to the manager, who I did not approach. She approached us and was asking, what we were doing. And I told her, I said, we do dining reviews and things like that. And she asked me, what, is there anything I can help you with? And I said, well, what are like the selling points of the restaurant? Like, can you give me more detail? And she just kind of gave me this look like it was a dumb question, and just said that it was they were fairly new. It's not really Italian, but just, I don't know. It was strange. It was strange to start with, okay? So after we finally get seated, which didn't take that long, but once we got seated, that's when things really just started to roll downhill. We did not see our waitress for, 20 minutes or so. And at that point, I think a lot of people know this, but we know this most specifically, that if it's going to take that long for them to just show up to your table, you need to have what you want, what you're going to drink, all that stuff ready to go so that when they arrive, you can just say, here's what we want. And then hopefully they don't have to come back until the food comes back. The restaurant itself, it's very nice. It's very beautiful in there. They did a really great job making it look great. Nice and open. We never go into a restaurant trying to find things wrong with it. I mean, most of the time, I think all of our dining reviews have always been really positive, and that's because normally they do a really great job. And if there is something wrong, I'll say it. I don't mind saying that. I want people to be aware of that. But this was just such a strange thing. It took forever for her to show up. When she did, she took our order, and I ordered a burger, as you saw in the video, and Taylor ordered pizza. And when the pizza came out and we saw the size of it, I think the pizza was around $20. And we were like, man, that's kind of expensive for such a small pizza that's really not that special. They don't have a wood oven or it's a gas-fired oven, and you can actually see that. It says right on the sign, this is only for gas, no like physical fuelants or something like that. It just means like no wood, basically. And then my burger, which you cannot go wrong with a burger. If you get a burger someplace and it's done wrong, there's something wrong with that establishment. And when she came by, I asked for the burger. I said medium. Normally, because I like to have like slight pink, but you don't want it to be so overdone that it's a hockey puck. And unfortunately at Wolfgang Puck, it came out as a hockey puck. It was done medium well, very gray on the inside, and it was
beyond well done.
And it was a hard, like I'm telling you, you could play hockey with the thing. And then on top of that, you know, we had, I'd asked for avocado on the burger. Didn't come with avocado on the burger. Something that, you know, helps your experience when you're there is that when they drop the food off and you try it, you know, they wait maybe 5 minutes or so, and they come back and they check to make sure everything was okay. We literally saw her at the beginning, and then somebody else brought out our food, and then we didn't see her until, like, we were like, this is it, we're done, we're leaving, this is a terrible experience. The manager actually ended up coming back over, and we were like, hey, listen, you know, we know you guys just recently opened, because this was 3 weeks after the restaurant opened, and we said, hey, we know, like, sometimes they're just off days, and we don't want to make a big deal about it, but, like, you know, my burger's well overdone. I asked for avocado. I didn't get it. I want to make sure it's not on my bill. And I think they, inevitably, they were going to take care of the bill, and I said, you know, it's, like, I get it. It's fine. We're still going to pay for the pizza and things like that, but I just thought it was funny. I thought it would be cool to kind of share an experience that we didn't post because it was the worst experience that we'd ever had. Now, that doesn't mean that Wolfgang Puck is a place that you should totally avoid whenever you go to Disney Springs. We haven't been back mostly because there's just so many better places that we could go to. We just haven't made it back yet. And maybe when Disney Springs open back up, and if Wolfgang's is open, maybe we'll go back and we'll try it again, and hopefully it'll be a better experience. But I think the most important thing here is that it may have not necessarily just been the food, it may have just been the level of service that we just were missing out on. I know a lot of times people will criticize us because we're always saying positive things, and not that we didn't post this because we wanted to try to hide that Disney had a really bad restaurant, but it was just such an off experience that we felt like even posting it as it was may have not been very representative of what the actual restaurant might be in the level of service. You know, it could have just been the waitress was brand new. You know, she may have only been there for 3 weeks and didn't know what was going on. I don't know, but it happens. And so another point of that too that I want to make is just that if and when you guys are watching dining reviews, not only ours, but other people's, and they have very critical and serious, like, you know, this place is the worst place on the planet, or don't go here ever. If it's something that you want to try, I still encourage you to go and try it, because everybody's experience is always a little bit different. And just because somebody had a bad experience doesn't mean that you're going to have the same thing. We have great experiences all the time, and people comment and say they had a terrible experience in this place. So it happens. Our job is really just to kind of give you guys a brief overview of what the restaurant looks like. Hopefully the service was great, and that the food was, you know, good, because that's what's really important. If you're going to pay money for something like that, you want it to be good. So yeah, pretty crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was totally different. It's not really an official dining review, which we do every single Monday, but hey, we thought we would post something a little bit different. So let us know down in the comments below. Not a bad experience that you've had. I don't know. But, I don't know. We'll see y'all in the next one.